beautiful people. You're welcome to another episode of Behind Closed Doors. The secret we don't share until it's over. Here is where we learn and unlearn. As you all know, my name is Damilola Adidbaro, aka Damien Swags. So sit, relax, and I'll be right back.
Are you still struggling with delayed transactions and high fees? There is a better way with Lemfi. Send money with ease from UK, US, or Canada to Nigeria. Your money arrives in minutes, not days. Use the code on the screen to get a cashback when you send money home. Download the Lemfi app on your Google Play Store or your App Store today.
You're welcome back. Like I said earlier, we're going to be learning a lot today. So go nowhere and sit tight. So you're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm very glad that you're on the show with us today.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So can you tell us the things you told me over the phone? Can you take us through the whole story?
All right. I was a young woman full of life, holding a master's degree in mass communication.
Okay.
I was working with a major telecommunication network before I met my husband. My husband was everything I want in a man. He was loving, caring, and supportive. We got engaged and he introduced me to his family. And the wedding plan began. Meeting his father was like meeting a ghost in my past. Because during my university days, I dated him.
Wait, you're now fiancé?
Yes.
Wow.
My present father-in-law.
Wow.
I dated him back then in the university days. You know, I was laying and trying to survive. My father had passed away, and my mother couldn't afford to support me financially. I never thought our paths would cross, not even in this way. So, to my surprise, my husband's father acted like nothing had happened between us. He never made mention of our history. He welcomed me with an open arms and never said a word about our history. That got me terrified and I almost cut the wedding off.
Of course.
He stayed silent and I tried to move on.
Since he didn't say anything about what had happened between you guys,
Yes.
you overlooked it as well. You didn't tell your boyfriend. You didn't tell him anything.
Not at all.
Okay.
The day of our introduction ceremony brought another shock. My mother's reaction towards my father's and my future husband's family was unusual. She admitted I couldn't marry my fiancé.
Any reason?
I don't know. I asked why, but she admitted I couldn't marry.
Had she met your fiancé prior to the introduction? Has it been to see your mom at any point?
Not at all.
That's unusual too.
It's unusual. But I decided to move on with my husband.
With the wedding plans?
Yes.
Without your mother?
Yes.
Okay.
We skipped a formal wedding and just settled down together. My mother stopped talking to me because of this decision and this broke my heart.
She stopped talking to you
Oh, yes.
because you decided to just go ahead with the guy.
Exactly.
Okay.
For a while, everything was perfect. My husband was supportive, loving and caring. But one fateful day, my father-in-law came visiting while I was home alone. And that changed everything. He confronted me and tried to convince me to rekindle our relationship. I begged him. I tried all possible means for him not to even go back to our past. but he doesn't want it to slide at all. I reminded him it was my father-in-law now, but he refused to back down, saying that he gave me the surprise of my life. He told me my husband wasn't biologically his son. He admitted that my husband was adopted from a motherless baby home
Wow.
when he and his wife were struggling to conceive. I was devastated. Like, it was just as if my life wanted to crumble hearing that. I pushed him and I tried to threaten him that I'm going to tell my husband all he said. He warned me not to. I didn't know how to process it all. For weeks, I couldn't bring myself to my husband. So I decided to visit my mother in Ibadan to seek guidance.
Okay. And how did that go? Knowing that you've not been in good terms with your mother.
It was kind of hard, but I don't have a choice. I told her about my husband's adoption, but left out the part that my husband's father was trying to woo me back,
Okay.
like from my past.
Does she know about the fact that you guys dated back in school?
No,
Okay.
I actually hid that from her.
Okay.
Her reaction was startling. She thanked God and revealed that she had always prayed I never get married to my brother.
How? Your brother? How?
I don't know about that too, because the scenario was kind of funny, but I tried to wave that, but her words hit me like a thunderbolt. I demanded to know the truth. She actually said the man I've been sleeping with during my university days, who is now my husband's father, was my biological father.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I fainted on the spot. When I opened my eyes in the hospital, I felt heartbroken. The pieces of my life couldn't fit together anymore. I couldn't stay in that house because the truth is now opened. I quietly packed my things. I left my husband, I blocked him, and changed my number instantly. Because if I don't do that, so God will make me. I'll be in depression.
I understand.
After 2 years, I remarried. I got married to a pastor and started a new life. To God be the glory today. We now have 2 children. I found peace through my faith, though the past still haunts me. So that's the reason why I've decided to come out today to tell my story, so as to forgive myself and found closure.
The story is a really touching one. But I'm glad you were able to find a voice and you were able to, move on, embrace everything. It is what it is at the end of the day. You're able to embrace it and you're able to forge ahead. So, when you saw your father-in-law for the first time, what went through your mind?
Oops. I felt as if the ground wanted to swallow me. I couldn't believe my eye. It was like seeing a ghost in my past. I was foaming in fear, shame, confusion. I don't know how to react. But his calm, demure reaction threw me off. I don't know what to do. He acted as if nothing had happened. So it makes it harder for me to process it all. But I just have to act. No, keep up the act so as not to let my husband know anything was going on.
So, how did you find the strength to move on? Having, gone through what you went through, having learned the devastating truth about everything you learned.
Well, honestly, it wasn't easy. At first, I felt completely broken, like my whole life was a lie. Well, but over time, I found strength through faith and prayer. I had to forgive myself for the choices I've made while I was younger and admit that I can't change the past. The new life I'm in now and the family I'm in gave me, let me say, a big support for me to move on.
Now that you've shared your story, what do you think others can learn from what you've shared?
Well, I hope my story shows that no matter how messy and complicated life gets out there, there is always a way to find redemption and healing. It is important to confront the truths, no matter how painful it is, and to lean on faith and loved ones around. Above all, I want to tell people that no matter the situation you are, you're never alone. That's just my advice to people out there.
You're never alone.
Yeah, you're never alone.
Your story moved me deeply. And I'm sure it will resonate with many of our listeners and viewers out there. It's a lot to take in, but it's also a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and redemption. Thank you for trusting us with your truth.
You're welcome.
And remember, behind every closed doors, there is always a story to be told. So we have a gift for you, a thank you gift. It's something little, but just manage it.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so we have this. This is from Bex Triple M.
Okay.
Says we should give this to you to say thank you to you.
Oh, wow. Thank
So
you very
we
much.
hope you're welcome. We hope you manage it. This is another little small gift from our company, from MTech Production.
Wow.
These are also for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We really appreciate you for coming. We really appreciate your presence and for obliging us and for the courage to come out here to share your story so others can actually learn.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So wonderful people, we've come to the end of another episode of Behind Closed Doors. And don't forget, if you have somebody going through one or two things and you want us to, be in the know, don't hesitate to contact us via the contact displayed on the screen. And very important also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow, like, comment, and follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram. I remain your number one girl, Damilola Adibero, aka Damien Swags. And until we meet again, stay cute and handsome.